Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We got a rivalry game this week, y'all. It's about to go down. It's us versus Mac Jones and them boys, the Patriots, at Day House, Sunday night. We got this one. All right, I'm going ahead. Spoiler alert, I'm picking us to win this game. But why? Let's get into the why, okay? Because the why is kind of important. Now, Patriots fans, if you're watching, I'm not saying that we about to blow y'all out or nothing like that, right? I hope we blow y'all out. I mean, of course. And I'm sure you blow us out. I'm going to tell you why that's not going to happen. But I'm also going to tell you why we're not going to blow you out either, okay? Because I got a little more respect for the Patriots than that. This week has been a high week for Dolphin fans, okay? Probably a high week for Patriots fans after Monday night because they're realizing that we actually got a chance in this division because Aaron Rodgers ain't there, right? And looks like Buffalo is coming back to the pack, so it's anybody's division. Now, I'm a homer, might be a little biased, but Miami has the lead in taking this division. We should be the favorites to take this division if it's not the Bills, right? Obviously, the Bills are still the favorite overall, but if it's not the Bills as the favorite, Miami is the next one, in my opinion, all right? This game is going to prove that. It's going to be a good game. I think when it comes to our offense versus their defense, very good defense in the Patriots. Last year, first game of the year, Tua threw for 270. I don't know if it was 2 touchdowns. I know he had at least 1 touchdown. It was the one to Waddle. I can't remember if he had another. It might have been 2 touchdowns. I can't remember. But I know he threw for about 270. Completion percentage was decent. We did what we needed to do. Had some explosive plays to Tyreek Hill, although he didn't get into the end zone. And then Waddle did his thing. So I think we might have had, I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not going to sit here and speculate off the top of my head how many touchdowns Tua threw. None of that matters anyway. Tua did his job that day. It wasn't his best game. You know, it was the first game in the offense. It wasn't like his first game of the second year in the offense last week, right? 400 yards, 466 to be exact. It wasn't that. But it was a respectable game by Tua. We did what we needed to do. We got up out of there. So it's not like the offense was bottled down or anything by their defense. It wasn't none of that. They got injuries now, too, and they don't have Devin McCourty. So not having Devin McCourty changes the defense big time because he was the leader of the defense. He was the vocal presence of the defense. He was the guy letting them know what looks are there and what to look for. And he was the cheat sheet, right? Because he was in the league, knew all the things. He was a Pro Bowl caliber player, all-pro type player. So he's gone. He retired. He's not there. Who is that guy, that leader that's going to step up for them in the secondary, right? They don't have that guy necessarily. Now, they got some good pieces back there, but they don't have that guy necessarily. And on top of that, you got Jack Jones, who I believe is out, and you have Jonathan Jones, who's battling through some injuries. So there you go there. And then you got Christian Gonzalez that's got to step up, who has been stepping up. And then you got your other guys filling in after that. When you move on up to the linebackers, they're decent linebackers, really don't scare me too much. And then obviously up front, you got some very, very good pass rushers and things like that. So we really have to worry about them. Those are the guys that get after it. Obviously, when it comes to Belichick's defense, he's going to run some man. He's going to run some zone. He's going to confuse you. He's going to do some zero. He's going to do certain things to mess with the offense. He's predicated on taking your best weapon away and forcing you to go where he wants you to go, right? So he'll take Waddle, he'll take Hill away at times, and then he'll try to dictate what the offense does, and then he's going to control the game from that manner. Now, will it work, right? I don't know if that's going to work or not. I have no idea if they're going to be able to pull that off. But here's what I will tell you. We're going to be ready this time around, right? Because this offense ain't no joke, right? This offense is for real. This offense is what you want to see from the Miami Dolphins. It looks unstoppable. I don't see how they'll be able to stop it. And here's why. Although they run all these cute things and they execute very well over there and they're very disciplined, although all of those things are true, we got Tyreek Hill and we got Jalen Waddle. I mean, good luck, right? Good luck. Tyreek Hill said, you're going to have to double or triple me, and I'm still going to get mine. Y'all think that man lying? Try him if you want to. He's coming out. He going to eat regardless, right? Let's say he don't eat. Waddle's going to eat. If he's not eating, Waddle is going to eat. Let's say Waddle don't eat. Berrios is going to eat. Let's say Berrios don't eat. Ezukama going to eat. Let's say Waddle is out for the game because of his oblique. Guess who coming in for him? Chosen is coming in and he going to eat. This offense is unstoppable, okay? We have replacement parts that can go in and still execute and get the job done with speed, all right? A guy you haven't even seen yet is Devon A-Chain. He might be back this week. We don't know, though, all right? I'm not sure. You still have Mostert, who can rip one anytime he wants, or well, maybe not anytime he wants, because, I mean, you still got to be able to block, and offensive line, when it comes to the run game, it was all right last week. But we've been able to run against the Patriots. Last few times we played the Patriots, we've been able to run against them. And that's with Tua not having his best games throwing. We've been able to run, control the clock, control the game, and win games without Tua being beast Tua like he was last week. Could we do that again? I don't see why not. I think we're going to pay more attention to the run this time as well than we did last week. I think we're going to be able to run. Mostert's going to have a big day. I believe he's going to have over 100 yards rushing and receiving combined. I think that we're going to get a second. I don't know which one, whether it's Ahmed, whether it's A-Chain, whether it's Brooks. Somebody is going to get going, and we're going to have over 150 yards rushing on the ground. Tua is going to do Tua things, good and possibly bad. Let's be honest. That's who Tua is. So when it comes to our offense versus their defense, I think Tua could possibly have over 250 yards, a touchdown, an int, or 2 touchdowns and an int, or 3 touchdowns and 2 ints. I don't know. All right. I hope not. I hope Tua goes out there 400 yards or 3. Let's say 300. 400. It's a little much. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I would love that. And we might get that. But I'm not betting on it. Not against this defense. This defense is for real. I believe they at least get one up out of Tua. He's good for giving you one. Let's be honest. I'm going to say the same thing about Mac Jones in a minute. He's good for giving you one. So Tua might give them one. It is what it is. And then hopefully he just counters that with 2 touchdowns at the least. Maybe he gets one running. He tends to get running touchdowns against the Patriots. I think he has 3 in his career. So maybe, he balances that out with the turnover. And maybe the turnover is not his fault either. Maybe it's a ball that bounces up from the wide receiver's hands. I don't know, right? Let's just hope that it ain't got nothing to do with snapping. I don't want it to go over his head. I don't want it to be by his side, on the floor, on the ground. He's trying to scoop it up. I don't want no exchange issues under center. None of that. Bet not be that. Let it be because he made a pass. It was tipped, intercepted, and please don't let him run back. Don't be Mac Jones, all right? Mac Jones threw an interception last week. Wasn't his fault. But then he olayed and let the guy right on into the end zone. That's not Tua's game anyway, because in preseason, Tua's trying to make the tackle, right? So he made the tackle. And thank God he didn't get a concussion off that. But the jiu-jitsu's working, all right? I think offensively, we're going to be fine. It's going to be tougher. It's going to be a harder game for us. It's not going to be as easy as it was on offense last week. But I still think we get out of there just fine. Now, let's talk about their offense versus our defense. This is why the game is going to be close. Patriots fans, I told you, I'm going to give you reasons why this game is going to be close. The game's going to be close because our defense isn't ready yet. We're learning. We're trying. They're trying to buy into the system. They can't be fully bought in because they don't really know what they're doing yet. Once it clicks, which is going to take weeks, then we can actually start to build on the defense. Right now, we're at ground zero. The moral is down because last week they just got embarrassed. All right, now they're going to be trying to right that wrong, but here's what happens. You start to press, right? So now you're trying to overcompensate now because last week was so bad. Trust me, it's Bill Belichick. He knows that. He's going to prey on that, and we're going to make mistakes. They're going to get touchdowns. They're probably going to get deep ones. They're probably going to be able to run the football. They're probably going to be able to do things to keep this thing close, all right? They might even take the lead at times because the defense is going to be trying to figure it out, probably make a mistake or two, and, you know, they're going to gash us on those plays. Mac Jones playing really good football as well, seeing the field well. He's making throws downfield, but he's also doing a lot of checkdowns. Over half his completions were 5 yards and under. Okay, so he's going to check the ball down as well. That's part of his game, and he's going to get the ball out into the playmakers' hands so they can go do anything. So they can go do things with it. Also, pass rush is a problem for us. For them, offensive line is ravaged with injuries. Seems like they all could play. We don't know. They're questionable. Like 2 or 3 of them are questionable. But we'll see what happens there. If they all do play, and if Phillips does not play for us, then I don't see us getting a lot of pressure. Okay? Now, this will be a good week to generate pressure because we're not playing a running quarterback like Herbert. Herbert's not a running quarterback, but he can run. Mac Jones, he ain't running. All right, Mac Jones ain't running nowhere. So we'll be able to sack him just fine if we can get to him. Unlike what happened with, and his pocket presence is nowhere near as good as Tua's, and Tua is not a runner. All right, so we should be able to get to Mac Jones. He gets real antsy in the pocket, as we've seen. We've been accustomed to seeing him now, so you know when pressure's coming, like he starts to duck and he starts to do some weird stuff. So he's not one of those guys that just tries to stand in there and take the hit. Like he be wincing and stuff. So get pressure on him. We'll rattle him, and then we'll be fine. All right, we'll be just fine. But we have to be able to generate pressure. It's going to be harder to do that if Phillips is not there. That means it's on Chubb, it's on Wilkins, Sealer to get the job done. Ogbah is going to be playing a lot more in this game. He got to get the job done. We got to be able to generate pressure. I don't think we'll be able to generate as much pressure. So Mac Jones is going to have some time in the pocket to do what he needs to do, although the offensive line is ravaged. All right, these are my opinions, not facts. Facts come out when we watch the actual game. All right, I could be completely wrong. Who knows? All right, but I'm giving you my educated best guess. Now, when it comes to wide receivers versus our DBs, you know, we're going to let up some plays. We play a lot of zone now, in breaking routes, routes to the tight end up the seam, wide receivers up the seam. Those are going to give us some issues. So we got to be on high alert, especially when it comes to tight ends. They got 2 good ones, Gesicki and Henry. We got to be on high alert, got to be on keeping our head on the swivel in the middle of the field because they're going to be looking to attack the seams. That's what you do in zone. You attack the seams. You attack the middle of the field. That's what we do well as well. So they're going to be doing a lot of that. Run game, they're going to try and run it down our throats because it worked last week. If we don't stop it, they're going to keep running the football. That bodes bad for us. So we got to be able to stop the football, stop the run so we can get them off the field, so we can get on the field and make magic happen. That's what we need to do, right? When it comes to Mac Jones making mistakes, Mac Jones throws us picks. And we're talking about the ones we take back for 6. That's just what he do. So I'm expecting 1 or 2 from him. That's how we win this game. We're going to steal some possessions off of him, and then we win this game. All right? It's as simple as that. It's going to be a rivalry game, close, ugly game, ugly fought game. we come out on top. My prediction is we win this game 27-21. All right, now, some people are like, dang, bro, that's not that close. It's close enough. All right, 27-21. We get up out of there. We move on 2-0, top of the division. We'll holler at y'all in the third week against Denver, and then that's going to be that. All right, let me know how you feel about that. Please put in the description below what your prediction is for this game, how you feel like it's going to go. I know some of y'all already typing now. Tua about to throw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns. He about to break the record. He going to throw for 555. You know, beat the record of 554. And then he going to be the new... I know, y'all crazy like that. But you never know, too. That could happen. I doubt it. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. 2-0, baby, is on the way. I'll holler at y'all after the game as usual. I'm out.